Hello and welcome back to Cyclone Path of Exile. This is going to be a Cyclone Juggernaut guide, and I've decided to go with that because we're getting a lot of buffs to damage for melee classes in 3.25 Settlers of Kalguur, which is coming out in literally 7 days. And defense-wise, I think we're going to be better off as well. So I think we're going to be able to pull off both of these as a Cycloner. We're going to have rage. We're going to have, the only concern is the speed. So I'm going to try to address that. But this is going to be a guide to show you step by step how to create a Cyclone Juggernaut. So let's get into it. This is going to be fun. And I'm doing this on one of my other accounts that doesn't have any extra stash tabs or anything. This is literally a free to play account. So I won't have any edge on a new player this is basically for new players. We're not going to be using totems because they remove totems in 3.25, which is coming out. So we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. So let's give it a shot. We're going to create. We're going to, right now it's the Necropolis League. We're going to click that and start it in there, but we're not going to use any of the Necropolis things in this playthrough. And we're going to make sure none of this is clicked. It's just this. And we're going to be playing a trade league, but we won't be doing too much trading either. We'll do some maybe. Here we go. So we're going to do a Marauder, and we're going to do Cyclone. You just click there. You can't really see that it's highlighted there. And this is going to be a very detailed guide, okay, guys? Cyclone, Jug, Guide. There we go. And we're going to start on the beach. Okay, some of the first things I want you to do is we're on the beach. We've got a little bit of a grace period. Nothing's going to attack us. You're in good shape here. You got your mini map up here, your health, and we're going to get these to show the numbers above them and all that kind of stuff for you. Not only that, you're going to go over here and you're going to left click on this and you're going to put this move only. It's important. Otherwise, if you put some kind of an attack here and you're trying to move through a crowd of creatures, you'll attack them instead of moving. We're going to put move only there. And then we're going to put our attack. We're going to left click and left click there. And that's going to be our attack. So it's going to be right mouse click to attack, left to move. Cool. Next up, let's push escape to go to the options. And then we're going to go over to inputs. And notice how I've got this ASQ shift space and space. And then I've got FWDE. We're going to set those up right now. So so I've got ASQ shift space and space bar right through here. And then down here, we've got the W key. You can set these up anyways. I'm just showing you how you would set them if you wanted to. Just like this, no problem. Looks good, looks good. And then we're going to go down to the tab key. I use tab for my overlay, so that when I press tab, that comes up. And then the tilde key down here, let's see if it is, right here for the world screen. That's going to be a map button, so you want to set that up as well. P is for passive, so you can set that to anything you want. I've just kept it at P. And we're in good shape. There we go. Now we're going to come over here. And I want you to set, right here. It's going to be set on none. Go ahead and change it to default. Okay, so this is your item filter. It'll highlight items better for you. And then auto-equip. So things are going to be auto-equipped. When you find something on the ground, it'll auto-equip it. That's okay. Disable tutorials. I've taken that off of there. And then we're in good shape. Let's go to the UI. And we're going to go right down here. We've got quest tracking on. That's okay. We can put the clock on or off. Mouse wheel is fine. I've hidden the my email in the login. We're going to come right down to this section. Normally, you're going to have something like this. Something like that. And it's not that good. It's got the walls on here. I don't want any of that. Now, you can set it any way you want. But we're going to go like this. I'm going to put this in the middle. And this right over here, the zoom. We want the zoom out, so I'm going to see as much as possible. We're going to say save for a second. We're going to come right back to it. And I'll show you why this is important. If I press tab, it moves the map here. A lot of times you'll see that I'm actually using the map to get around that way. Now, I'm looking at that and I say, you know what? That's not quite what I want. So maybe I want the transparency to be a little brighter. We can move it up here to about there. Now it's a little bit brighter. No problem. We've got the show allies on the map, no problem. And we're going to come down to, I've disabled this screen shake. Always show sockets. We want that one clicked on so that we can see items that are on the ground that they have the sockets. I think if we turn that off and we said save, it might not show it. Let's see. Maybe once we pick it up. Show full descriptions is fine. Everything's good there. Here we go. See how I click that and the numbers? I want those numbers there because they're important and I like them there. You'll probably like them as well. You can have you can take this off, but I would keep it like that. So it's kind of an indicator if things aren't correct. That's a good thing to have. Show your flash bus, that's fine. Auras, that's fine. You can have a mini life bar above you if you want. This is your health in green, which is right here in red, which is kind of odd. And then the mana right here. That's a possibility. Where I don't like that. I'm not going to have that above me. And let's see any of the other ones. We're going to change our cursor to a little bit bigger so that it doesn't get lost. So I've made it pink. You can make it green or whatever color you want and make it a little bit bigger. Nice. I've turned off the chat and I've put this font size a little bit bigger. Cool. Now that I've opened that up and I've set my inventory in the controls to X instead of whatever it was, I just press X now and it brings up my inventory. And notice we're not carrying anything. We have 3 wisdom scrolls. And I'm going to left click and hold down and drag this over here. And now that it shows up, if I push Q, it's a mana flask. And that'll replenish my mana for me. I also have 2 healing flasks here. They're the small ones. And if we look a little bit closer at these, see how it says consume 7 of 21 charges? Well, these all have charges to them. This has 24 charges, and it consumes 6 when you press it. So that's basically 1/4 of it is gone. 1/3 of it is gone there. As you kill creatures, you'll get charges back, and it refills, which is nice. And then it also has a stat line like this recovers 70 life over 3 seconds. So that would be a full health recharge over 3 seconds. Now we can get better and better ones of these, and they do different things as well. So we'll be looking to improve these. And then this one does 50 mana over 3 seconds, but we only have 47 mana. Okay, so it doesn't do a full. Oh, it barely does a full recharge. Cool. Let's go on to the next step. You can just press escape to get out of that. And we're going to pick this up. And because we had the auto equip on, there it is. And this is just a regular mace club that a marauder will get automatically. It's always going to be right here. And it has 2 sockets. And they're red and they're linked. See that little thing there? That's important to start noticing. They're linked. Meaning if we have a skill gem, which we're about to get, and we put it here, then you get a support gem and you put it here if it's red. And it'll link to that and it'll support the skill gem. Now your skill gem, let's say your slam skill or something. Let's say it's here. It doesn't need to be in your weapon. It can be over here or anywhere that it has a spot on it. So you don't need to put it on your weapon even though it's an attack skill. So let's go on to the next thing. We're going to press escape and we're just going to walk over to this guy and click him. And then you have to press continue. And then we're going to right click on him and stop this guy from doing his deed. There we go. And we get our first skill gem. Nice. We're going to left click it and it picks it up. Now, if it's on the ground and you have your inventory up and open, then if you left click it, you got to drag it in there and put it like that. But that's okay. So this is a heavy strike skill gem. This is a attack melee strike level 1. Now your gems level up as you get experience. We got some experience down here just for killing that guy. It looks like we got 18 for killing him. And then these, if you have any gem equipped and you're getting kills and stuff, you'll be getting experience in your gems as well. So let's see. This one knocks back the enemy. It does a 25% reduced stun threshold, so it'll stun things more easily. It increases the strike range, and it has a 20% chance to deal double damage. Interesting. But we're not going to be using this very long. But still, we're going to use it to start. Now, look at what happened when I put it on there. We'll right-click, and we'll take it back out. But look down here. Well, it automatically put the skill there. We don't want it on 1, so we're going to left click here, and we're going to put it over here. Now it's on our right click button. Then we'll left click here, and we'll just get rid of that. So now, if we right click, it's going to use this. Now, if you don't have any mana yet left, then it'll just use a default attack. It'll default back to the default swing. But you're going to be using mana to replenish that, and you're going to be in good shape. So, what does this do? It takes 5 mana, has an attack time, a rough guess at the DPS, the damage per second, and it knocks back the enemies. It does what it says. Cool. All right. We'll press escape, and we're just going to keep walking this way. Now, you could, if you wanted to, you can fight some of these creatures. They're not a lot of fun to fight, but we're basically looking for the boss up over here to the right. So we're going to stick by the edge. We might fight a couple of things, and we're going to get this chest as well. Let's fight this guy first. He's right here and just kind of messing around with us. There we go. I notice I took a hit there. So we're going to heal up by pressing A. And see how that went down? That went up. And we're going to actually use our mana as well. Now, mana regens very slowly. We're going to improve that later on by itself. But we're going to use so now we've got that. Now, imagine this. These are going to be refilled as we kill creatures. Well, why wouldn't I? The next one, first I use this one. I should probably use this one next to heal myself. That way, both of these are getting recharged. So I'll keep that in mind as well. So we'll open up this. We got a Ruthless Support gem. Now let's take a look at that. If we hover over it, it actually has up on the top left, it lists all the different skill gems that we have equipped that this gem will support. Interesting. So it says it'll support Heavy Strike. And this one does every third attack with a supported melee attack skills. It does a Ruthless Blow, which is Ruthless is 75% more damage, which is better than Increase. This is actual multiplier. That's great. But notice how this took 5 mana before? If we drop this in here, it highlights itself, so it does that. So we know that it really does support it. But look how much it costs now. 6 mana. Well, that's a chunk more, but it is supporting it, and it is better. So it costs 6 mana now. Now, if you notice right here, there's this little symbol that pops up. That also indicates that thing, your Heavy Strike, is now being supported by something. In this case, Ruthless Support. Nice. Let's keep going. We're going to open up our world map by pressing the tilde key in my case. And here we are. And we're heading this way. And this is generally the way we want to go. It's not always indicative of exactly where you want to go, but in this case, it does match up perfectly, nicely. So let's keep on going. We're going to fight this guy. Why not? Just right click on him. Oh, those spitter guys are kind of a pain. You actually have to get close to them. So we're going to ignore those guys. And we're just going to go right up to, it looks like the boss. Okay. Oh, there's these guys. Let's fight these guys just for fun. Now we could do something a little more defensive and kind of walk away from them and not sit there and face tank them. And then we won't take any damage. And we refilled all these. Almost refilled this one as well. We're getting close. And we got some greaves. Interesting. So let's take a look at our stats first. We're going to press, for me, C, which brings up our character sheet. And this will list, if we click here, it shows us what our damage per second is. 16 point, same thing over there, 16.6. It shows us our main hand hit chance is 91%, so we need some more accuracy to get that up. And so if we get to 100%, this would go up as well, because it would say, hey, you're making every one of your hits count. Cool, and there's a lot more detail in here. Let's go over to the defense tab. We have a little bit of evasion, no armor whatsoever, none of this. We have some mana regen of 0.8 per second, so it's real slow. It would take almost a minute to get this back up to full without using a mana flask. Let's take this. These are greaves. They're going to go on our feet. And watch what happens here. It's got 8 armor. That's all there is to it. You could hold down Alt. It'll show you a little more information about the item. The more detailed. But we're going to go like this. Pop it in there. And right away, we get 8 armor. Now at our level, 8 armor is fairly significant. But 8 armor at level 80 is not going to make hardly even a tiny fraction of a difference. Because you need more armor as you go up in levels. So right now it's just a 19% physical damage reduction. So if somebody hits it with a club for 100 damage, let's say, well, we get to mitigate 19% of it. Now that's on smaller hits. Big hits, armor is not as effective against big hits, but against small hits, it's really accurate to this number. Let's say it's a big hit. This number might say 19% but for a big hit, it might cut it in half. It might only really mitigate 10% of it, but that gives you an idea what's going on. So let's keep going. Now we should be coming up to Hillock. Here he is. I'm going to take the map off by pressing tab, and we're going to go around him counterclockwise. Around to the left, just like this. He can't hit us. Pretty cool. Now I'm going to hit him once and keep moving. Just like this. Easy stuff. He does hit us. It's not the end of the world. I'm getting a little low on mana over there in the bottom right corner. I'll use my mana potion. And then when we get him down to about halfway, he pulls that big sword out and he's mad. And he healed himself. No problem. I guess he gets health potions too. Cool. Nice. We'll use another mana potion. So I haven't even had to use the healing potion. But we could. Let's do that in a second. Like right when he's almost down there. Oh, there it is. We leveled up. We got a few things going there. These all get replenished. Our health gets and mana gets replenished. Everything's replenished. So cool. Now we didn't get a lot of great stuff, but we got some good stuff. So we're going to take everything because it's really going to, all this stuff is really going to be important to a vendor and everything. We're going to walk right up here and we're going to walk into town. Cool. Now we're in Lion Eyes Watch, which is if we push the tilde key, that brings up the world map. There it is. This is Lion Eyes Watch. That's where we started and we walked right up here. Let's walk over here for a second and take a look what we got. We're going to press the X key for me and bring up my inventory. And look what it put. Put this here. We'll drag it back down. And an energy shield for a circlet for our helm. We could put shoes on and it would give us an energy shield, which is this. Here's a circlet that has an energy shield instead of armor. If you notice over here, watch what happens. It builds up a literal shield worth 7 health in front of us. Now, if you get hit and you're getting hit often, this will go away and it doesn't build up real fast back. So it's different. I'd more likely wish that this was armor. And in this case, see how I don't replace it? I want armor more. Look at this. If we hold down the control key, it'll literally compare this one to our equipped one. And 9. Nice. Let's take a look. So now, because we're level 2, we don't have 19% armor anymore. We have, from that 8, we only get 17. But let's go ahead and see if we put this on and see if that changes. Oh, nice. It went back up a little bit. Cool. Now, we did get a second weapon. We might as well just throw that on. We're going to go back over to the offensive tab. And we're looking at 15. We got a mace here, 6 to 8, and a club. These are 2 Jiffwood clubs, same ones. Oh, because this one has more sockets, that's okay. So this one's a little bit better. It has the sockets, why not? Everything else is the same about it, so we'll just throw it right in there. Now, if this was connected, these were all 3 had a red, a green, and a blue on any item like this, and they were connected, you could vendor it off for a chromatic orb. Those are really important, and that's why you're going to be picking up items that if you ever see those are valuable. You're going to vendor them off usually, unless you need to use it. So that's something to keep an eye out for. These aren't connected, so it's not going to be worth a chromatic. We're going to vendor that, and look at this. Let's go over to our defensive tab. We're going to drop this on, and watch what happens to our armor. Ooh, we're up to 45% now, just with that. I like that. It's pretty cool. Okay, now for the scary part. And I realize this is really detailed for new players. This is all about new players. So if you know this stuff, you can skip ahead. But here we go. We got a skill point. We leveled up, so we got a skill point. You can also get skill points from completing different quests and stuff like this. It's a passive skill. So here we go. We're going to left click on this or press P. And you see this. And you think, what? And then you scroll wheel out and you drag it around and you're like, what is this? This is a skill forest. It's not a skill tree. But when it really comes down to it, we picked Marauder. Marauders start over here. Duelists, Slayers, Rangers start over here. Different things like a Templar would start here. So when it really comes down to it, you only have two choices. Well, you have 1 point. You can only spend it here or here. So there's going to be something that changes in this game. The next, in 7 days, a new league's coming out, and this tree is going to change, and it's going to get even more complex. They add stuff over here. There's more stuff coming out. There's a lot more, which is good. You'll love it. But for now, you're thinking, oh my God, where do I go? Okay. The whole idea of this is just to get you into maps in this series so that basically you can go a little bit wrong, but you're not going to be going terribly wrong with this build, even though it's going to change, I would say, drastically once the new league comes out. But I have a suspicion that I'll be playing a Juggernaut Cyclone again, so I'll show you I've been looking at PoE Planner that shows the new layout, and I suspect I will. I already have a plan for roughly what I'm going to be doing in that. But for right now, I'm just going to look at the setup now. There's a very interesting thing right over here, this Regenerate Life. It's a Recovery Mastery node, and if I double click it, there's another one over here. Now that's not very easy to get to. So when I start out in the future, I probably won't go for that because we won't have an easy access to it right here. This one's changing in the next league. But what's not changing is this one right over here. And this is a mastery node that is in the center of this. So you have to take all of these, and then you can open this up and then pick one of these. See that second one where it says non-vowel strike skills, target one additional nearby? We're going to go for that. So if I'm going for that, I want to go right down here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go right here. And then we're going to go right here, here, here. We might pick this up. And then we're going to go right down here and just get these. Nice. So we're going to apply the point. We did it. And now we get 20 armor and some more life. Now we're up to 94. And we have to 53 on our armor. And that's a 57% reduction. That's going to become, this armor is going to become really important when we get into, say, the mudflats, which is not very far away from us. And the creatures can really hurt a lot and stun lock us. But because we have armor, we're not going to get stun locked. All right, next up, we're going to walk right over here. And we can just talk to each of these people to get the exclamation point off. And you could read through what they say. The very first thing is a reward. I suspect these rewards aren't going to change because you're going to have a choice between Ground Slam, Molten Strike, and Shield Crush. If you click right here, it'll pull up a little demo of what it does, and it'll also give you a list of some of the recommended support gems. But this is fine. Pretty cool. That's what it does. Nice. We're going to pick this one too. So let's go ahead and grab that, put it here, and then we're going to press open on our inventory, and we're going to remove the heavy strike, and we're going to actually vendor that off, and we're going to put this one with this. So it's going to be teamed up. We put it back down here, see if we hover over it. Molten Strike, it does support it. Very cool. And we can prove that there by see how it highlights it. And it's right there. Very nice. So what does Molten Strike do? 7 mana per, so it's a little costlier. But it also does like molten balls. It hits 3 targets. It can do it's interesting, and more of an AoE splashy type thing. So cool. Now we're going to sell these things. Now I picked up these things because we need these wisdom scrolls. Now the problem is I only have these 4 items to sell, and they're going to sell for these are just regular items. They're normal. How you see how it says in white up there? It's just normal wool shoes. Well, that's only going to sell for a single fragment. Now, if you have 5 fragments, you get a wisdom scroll. And wisdom scrolls are important for a few reasons. I'll show you what those are going to be in a little bit here. So we're going to control left click, and it just moves them. Otherwise, you'd have to drag each one over, and it's no fun. So I control left click, and then they are. We accept, and I'll just move this over here for now. So here we are. You're going to open up this guy. We're going to say purchase, and we're going to look for one item that's of particular importance. I think you could do NN for runners, and it might highlight it. And the runners are going to be on your boots. And if it's there, we might have been able to get it, but there's not. It just didn't happen to roll with it. This one had evasion and stun, and that's it. So we're not going to go with any of these. We're not going to buy any of this, and we're going to walk right over here, and I'm going to make your life easy. Hello. We're going to purchase an item, and it's going to be, they only gave us one. This is a random set of items. We're going to hover over it. Oh, no. We're not even going to get this. I would say about 9 times out of the 10s, I've done a lot of these runs through here on the opening thing. You're going to, and this coral ring, it normally would not be magic, and it would cost 3 wisdom scrolls. And it can, if I hold down Alt, that first line, the implicit modifier would be from 20 to 30. Sometimes there'll be like 3 of them here. Just buy the one that's closest to 30. Well, we don't have that choice now, so life's going to be a little bit more difficult. But we'll have some ways out of that. Instead of going for the defensive route, one way to live longer is to make sure the thing dies faster. Well, we do have an option here. I would go this way if you're a new player, if there's rings that are this way. Otherwise, we can go with the more damage. So there's 2 of them here. That's interesting. And we have this. So for right now, let's go ahead and take this. It's unfortunate, but we'll do the more damage route. And we'll put that right there. Now watch what happens. We press escape, bring this up, and then we bring up this. If you hover over this, and we go over it onto offense, we get 15.6, it looks like we're doing with Molten Strike now. We put this on. Almost about 30% more damage. Not bad at all. Pretty cool. So let's keep on. Let's go to the next stage. We're in set. We're not going to be able to do anything else here. We're just going to walk out here and do some fights. So let's do that next. All right. This is the way forward. It's the coast. If you hover over that, it should say the coast. It will in a second. And this is the way out. So let's do it. Up here, if we press tab, it'll say the coast. It'll tell you the monster level. This is Necropolis League, but in a week, it's going to be the new Settlers League. And oh my God, that league is amazing. We're going to have so much to do in it. It looks great. It really, really does. I'm going to be playing most likely a lot of it. All right, let's do this. In general, it's going to be up and top to the right again. But in this one, you're a new player. Things are going to be tough on you. We're going to take this real slow. We're going to open up all these things that we find because there's stuff inside them. These are actually really good. Oh, we got a buckler. We could have it. We have a choice here. This one adds 3% movement speed. It's not that much, but it's something. Now let's see how much damage we'd lose. We lose a little bit of damage. Look, about a little less than 2. But what do we get out of that? We get some chance to block. We get an evasion rating. We get a little more defensive, and we get a little more movement speed. You know what? Let's just have some fun and throw that on there. Either way, you can choose either one. We're going to go with that one. We're going to keep that other thing, and we're going to keep looking. We might find something way better in a second, though. Well, I'm just going to try to fight everything because I don't want you going into the mud flats, which is the next area up here, until we get to level 4. And we'll just come on. So we're going to be fighting these guys. We're going to take all the stuff. There's a scepter. That's worth a fragment. So we'll get another scroll. And you've already kind of seen, Will, with that other scroll, we can actually get another ring. So we increase our damage. So that's cool. Let's just fight these guys down. Oh, we'll pick up that. Now think of this. This item only takes up 3 slots, and it's worth a fragment. Now this one, it's worth a fragment too, because it's just a regular, crude, normal bow, but it takes up 6 slots. So you got to be thinking about that as you're picking up stuff, because, you know, that's the different stuff. So we're going to walk back around here, and I'm going to just sit there and fight these things and not die. Let's see if we get anything over here. Now, a pro is just going to be flying through this. They, in about 10 to 15 minutes, 10 minutes maybe, they'll be done with the first act, meaning they'll be about 15 minutes. They're going to be through everything. But you're new to this. You're going to be getting frustrated in certain fights. we're going to make it easy on you by just, checking things out, having lots of gear. You're going to be not over leveled, but leveled. There we go. We got a driftwood club. These guys are a little bit of a pain. You're going to be using your health potions quite a bit. Nice. And we'll pick up the driftwood. Let's see how much room that takes. Oh, 3 again. Nice. And we're just getting experience. We're getting experience for our gems that just leveled up. Now, here's our gem and this one. They both leveled up. Let's keep that open. We'll level it up into the next level. And this one. So this didn't change, but I bet you something on here changed. Let's see if we hover over it. Maybe something on there changed. Maybe the less damage. I don't know. Or maybe it's at level 3. It'll actually go up to the next one. This is all changing in the next league as well. It's going to be a lot stronger. Even off the bat, it's going to be stronger. So, yep, melee is going to be a lot better next league. Which is nice because that's all I play is melee. Cyclone, specifically. There we go. I'm pressing a lot of the buttons. My healing, my this. I'm just using a lot. We'll open up this. We'll take the glass shank. Now that glass shank might be interesting. Let's take a look. That'll add 30% crit strike. More than, over our base, which is, looks like our base crit is 5%. Now, if I put that on, there, I think that's better than the shield. We'll put the shield down here. Looks like there's a couple of gauntlets over here and some greaves. Those greaves aren't that great, but the gauntlets, which one do we want on? Ooh, we got a red. That's actually good versus the green one. So let's say, well, this one's 7 armor, and this is 9 armor. I want this one more than this one, only because of the sockets and they're linked, because that's going to allow me to do this. I'm moving this up down here and this on down here. That way, if I get a nice, let's say a big weapon, but it only has one socket in it and it's blue or something, I can still use it and not care about it because I've moved my important thing, which is the moltens from my attack, off of my weapons. And ideally, I don't want them on my weapons. Sometimes it'll end up that way, but for right now, that's fine. All right, let's keep going. And let's take a look at 60% now. Pretty cool. And we'll fight these guys. And these guys. Oh, jeez. And it looks like I'm not taking too much damage. A little bit of fire damage, but that's okay. Oh, we got a rusted hatchet. Let's see if we use the rusted hatchet instead of this. I think we're going to go maybe up in damage. Let's see. We'll keep that there. What if this one? Yep, a little more damage. Instead of that stun threshold, we just get a raw 6 to 11 versus 6 to 8. And looks good. Attacks per second. A little more attacks per second. Nice weapon range. Weapon range is the same. Okay, cool. Now as we're running along here, we're kind of looking for... Oh, I better heal up. It's getting pretty serious. I'm going to be on fire. Oh, I need to heal. Oh, this guy. You run into him, I would just run right by him at first. We're going to run right over to the, there's a portal. Right up, oh, that's nice timing. Yep, way too much. If you get stuck on him, the fire is terrible, but this is okay. I don't mind. I should have ran over to the portal and got it, but that's okay. We're going to resurrect right at the checkpoint, which is right here. Now we're right next to town. Let's go right back in here. This is okay because we wanted to reset this area anyways. We're going to come up here. Welcome. We're going to sell all our items. Control shift them all in there. We know we don't want these things. We'll even sell the shield and that. Nice. And how close are we to... Oh, we got 2. We just need one more and then we could have a second ring. Okay. Nice. Let's go back out there. Farewell. We're going to spend our second point. And it's going to be right here. Now we'll get some more health. Strength does this. Let's see if we can bring it up. Oh, right here. Let's see if it shows it this way. Yep. There's dexterity, but the strength gives us more life for every 2 strength. And then 1% physical melee damage. A little more damage for every 5 strength as well. Cool. Let's go back in here. Now, here's the thing. You could, if you wanted to, you could reset all this. And I think we're going to actually do that. Let's do it. We're going to go into Lion's Watch. And we're going to hold down Control and left click on this coast thing right here. That's going to bring up the ability to reset the zone. No problem. This one's still, we could still go back into it, but we're going to fire up a new zone on this. Now it's all brand new, and guess what? We get all those, the corpses and the things to check again if they happen to roll. Everyone's going to be different. There we go. We got a new one. And we're going to fight these guys again because I want to be at least level 4 when we get into the next area. It's really tough otherwise. Not super tough. I'm trying to make this easier and not harder on you. Cool. All right. Oh, this is very tempting. It's right over here. We just found a portal scroll. Let's go do this. We're gonna make life easier on us. We're gonna walk right up here. And this is just so that you don't get frustrated. If you're having a good time and you don't have any issues with the fights, you don't have to do this. We're gonna sell this portal scroll for a wisdom scroll. And we'll sell this one too. Cool. And then we're gonna purchase that other ring. Where is it? Right here. Cool. I don't think we can get, yeah, we don't have that. And this might reset once we hit like level 4 or 5. It might reset some of these items, but it looks pretty generic there. Now, another thing we could buy is a wisdom scroll, or this, a better flask. That's probably really nice to get as well. In fact, I might actually take that instead of I'm going to go with this. And you'll see why. Look at that 150 versus 70. That would have saved us out there. That's almost twice as much. It's twice as much healing, but it's almost the same rate as well. And it looks like 3.5-ish charges versus 3 charges. And we're going to put there, and it should fill itself up. Nice. We're going to set this one over here because if we happen to find another one of these small life flasks, we can vendor 3 of them and get the next level up as well. So that we're going to hang on to these things. Cool. Let's go do this fight again. We're going to get out there, and we don't have to reset it this time. And I'm going to do this fights and see what happens now. Now we've got a better healing potion that might be able to keep up with the extreme damage from the double fire thing that we got hit with all where we were surrounded and that. So it was quite a bit. Oh, let's fight this guy. Nice. Perfect. We'll take this club. We'll keep mana up, and let's go see what's over here. And I'll see you at the next guy, at that guy. So we're just gonna keep fighting away. Things might be a lot easier for you once this new patch comes through, the new league. I think melee is just going to be a lot better. It's going to be interesting. We'll see. I'm probably going to miss the totem for the one of the first big boss fight though, but oh well, we'll get around it. Interesting item. Ooh, it's a triple linked. Interesting. So it's an armor hat, but it's triple red. I wish it was red, red, green, but that's okay. I'm going to definitely take that over that. I don't mind. And what is our defense up to? 61%. Okay. Oh, here he is again. I'll use my worst healing potion at first. I'll take the map off so I can see the screen better. I'm just going to try not to stand in all his stuff again. So we're not that much stronger. Whoa. Now we're going to use our better healing potion. And we don't want to stand where he's doing that big fire from above. We'll use our weaker healing potion and get out of that stuff. We'll set him on fire hopefully a little bit with our... Just like that. We'll heal up with our mana. We'll use our second healing potion, the worst one. Now we're on fire a little bit, and now we're okay to fight him. Oh, and we got a medium. This is nice. Got quite a few interesting things here. We got the Shabby Jerkin. This is our first magic item that we've seen. We got a padded vest. All this stuff. We're going to pick it up, and we're going to take a look at it, and I'll explain the stuff. All right. Red-green, interesting, but no. If this was red-green, I would love that. Now, these gloves are red-green. We're going to keep these right over here because this is actually probably, if we don't get lucky, we got a red-green here. I'm going to keep a hold of these because I might use a faster attacks, and that's a green gem, a support gem on this Molten Strike. Let's notice we only have this one, so I'm going to do that. This is not an upgrade. That's not an upgrade. And, ooh, interesting here. So here's an interesting thing. So I wanted this just in case but this had the red and green. Now look at that. It has evasion and energy shield. I think I'm gonna skip that one. I'd rather have the armor. And then we have a choice here. We can just sell this for 2 transmute shards, which is 1/10 of a transmute orb, which I'll explain to when we get it. Or we could identify it and we can get an alteration. At first I want the transmute shards, so I wouldn't normally ID this. And it's an evasion rating thing. I probably won't wear it, so I'm not going to ID it with one of these scrolls and find out what the magic things are, the magic stats of it are. I'm just going to vendor it. But that's okay. If this was armor based, I would actually ID it. It would be worth it to me. But it's not, so I'm going to just vendor it like that. Okay. Now let's go find that portal. Should be up and to the right here. Let's find out. Let's keep working our way over there. Nice. And I don't mind fighting all these guys. Picking up the clubs. It's a 1/5 of a scroll. Pretty soon you're going to have so many scrolls it won't matter. Oh, there we go. Here's a good choice. I mean, look at this. It brings up 8 spots. That's a little too much. So I'm not going to pick this one up. And it should be right over here to the right. Let's see if it is. This is randomly generated, the zones. To an extent, they still have a thing that they follow, but there it is. We're just going to walk over that. We'll fight these guys. And we're close to the next level. We're level 3 now. We might be able to get... I think we could do this fight for the medicine chest that we're going to do, so let's finish these guys off. We'll heal up. Oh. And I got to actually move that healing potion that we just got over to its new location. Okay. In the next version, you won't even have to click these. This one, you have to click it to activate the waypoint, and we're going to go back to town. Now we can just jump to that when we want to, right from here. Nice. Let's go ahead and vendor some of this off. And we're going to control left click again. This one's gone. This one's gone. We're going to save this one just in case. We're going to put that in our stash. I'll show you that now. And all this. Okay. So we got 3 now. That means we'll probably get the ring. And then we're going to vendor this. Now notice the other times we were getting these fragments. Well, this is a magic item. We're going to get this transmutation shard. Get 20 of them. You get a currency item that you can right click and actually use on an item to change it from a normal item to a magic item. And the magic item will have 2 additional stats on it. Cool things that are just better than nothing. So that's why you want these. And we can also buy gems with these. We can do a lot of things. So we need these. Cool. Let's go ahead and put it over here in our stash. I'm going to hold control and left click it over there. I'm going to move this and drag it up here. And I actually want this, maybe. It would be unfortunate if we have to use it, and it would be unlucky, but I want that as an option. Once we get past it, then I'll just vendor it. Right now, it's of some value to me. Let's keep going. We're going to go right over here. Easy stuff so far. We're going to go right back to the coast. That's the waypoint that we were just at. And here's the thing. If I wanted to reset this area and maybe fight that guy again, ooh, Steve is now at 63,000. This person has gone the deeper than anyone in history of Path of Exile. And I think it stops at 65,000 depths. He's literally been doing this for months to get down that deep, and he's setting the world's record. He's going to be close. It ends in a week. I think he'll make it. But it's a lot of work. He's got to go down another 2,000 or 3,000. Oh boy. Anyways, back to this. If I control left click here, I can reset it from right here in this actual zone. So let's do that. New. And here we are. And it's reset it. You can do that almost as many times as you want it. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, they're right here. They're right on us. Let's heal up real quick. Heal this one up. And I'm going to move this one over here. That's fine for now. Now we've got 2 good ones right next to each other. Nice. Now this way is to the mud flats. I don't want to go in there until level 4. So we're going to come back over here because I want to have a certain support gem for Molten Strike before I go in there. Although we could do it now. There's a couple of things that I don't want. I want to go in there with the right support gem, but then I also want to go in there and make sure I have enough armor. Do we? 70, that's plenty. 61, that would be okay. 70 is pretty low, but that's as low as I'd want to go. And then it makes it real easy in that area. But we're going to go in here first. We're going to get our next level, and we're actually going to fight a guy for an item. Let's do that. We're going to go to the left. We're going to fight all these guys along here. Now, there's a lot of things here, too. We'll probably do the full clear of this area just because it's fun. No, we're in no rush, having a good time. We're going to use our mana potion. And this is a little side island. See how it's a little side area off of here? Oy, oy, oy. We're going to heal up, use a mana potion. Oh, we got a level right in the middle of all that. We'll use our other health potion. That buckler is probably pretty small. That's too big. I'm going to leave that there. Okay, so this only takes up 4 slots in our inventory. 4 and 3. That's cool with me. Nice. We'll keep going. There should be some of these things, the corpses. Oh, we'll check every one of them. Even there's chests to... Oh, these guys are our first magic mobs. Let's take the map off for a second and do this fight. See how I kind of back off? Just gives us a second to, you know, respot. Nice. We did well there. Oh, let's get that guy. We'll use that. And we'll even use another mana potion. Do I want to take that big mana? It's better. Better in every way. The padded vest, no, but this is better. We'll take it, and we'll set this right here, and we'll put that there. This has more armor than this, but then it also has evasion, and evasion is how we can, like, dodge things. We got a 15% chance, sort of, kind of, like an evasion. It's a complicated mechanic. We've got another point to spend, so let's go ahead and spend it. We'll zoom out a little bit, and we're going to go right here. More strength. Gets our health up to 128. Cool. A little bit more damage as well. And then we're going to also level this up. Let's see if this changes this time. Molten Strike. Yep. So that it looks like at level 3 of the gem, it goes up to its next level-ish. Never 5 levels. You know, it does it like that. And Ruthless. We'll do that one as well. Okay. Let's keep going. And we're going to go right in here. We'll open up this. Club. Oh, yeah, let's take it. Pretty soon you won't have to be, you know, you'll have enough wisdom scrolls that we'll be in good shape. We won't have to do that. But for right now, I really want to grab as many as I can. We still don't have a second ring. We don't have a belt. We don't have an amulet. There's a lot of stuff. Let's go fight these guys. These guys are going to drop us something nice, right? Or they're going to drop us nothing at all. Nothing. Oh boy. I'm going to use shift space. This is extra mana, or this extra life flash just to top us off. We're getting close to a little bit of a tough fight here. A little bit of a weird fight in a sense that he actually tracks where you're going to run. This guy. See how he knows where you're going to run? So you can kind of fake him out. Oh, we got a chain belt. We'll pick it up and actually put it on there. We're going to back off and we're going to get rid of these ads. Because this guy will freeze us and then we can't move and it's bad. Don't want to do that. But now we'll fight him. Maybe without any helpers. Oh, there's a little helper shooting us from afar. There he goes. Now we'll just knock him down. There we go. We dodged him a little bit. He thought we were running that way. Perfect. Ooh, we got a corroded blade. This is going to be interesting. So now we're going to take this. We're going to take the corroded blade. And can we actually see how much room that takes up? Kind of a lot. Kind of a lot. We'll take that. And the buckler. And the spike. Okay. And probably nothing else. Yeah. Well, we could probably take this as well. But, yeah. Getting tight here, guys. All right. What was the item that was the most interesting one? This one right here. This is a two-hander. That means we can't use this, and this. We're just going to chuck this on the ground because it's taking up too much space here. So, right now, it adds... Oh, this one adds accuracy, and we do need accuracy. We're getting kind of low on accuracy. Literally, we're losing 20% of our damage because of that. Let's right-click and then left-click on this. We're going to identify it. Not this one, though. Okay. This one. Attack speed, some fire resistance. Interesting. So just a little bit of defense. Increased stun duration. If we stun something, it's a two-hander. Does 8 to 16. Accuracy, cool. And adds some cold damage. So right now we're at 25. Let's see what this changes to. Now this isn't perfectly accurate by any stretch, but it's somewhat accurate. So we're going to go like this. Like that. We're going to put this in here. 38. I'll take it. Nice. So now we got stronger. Let's keep on going and we're going to find out what we're going to go with. So now we've got this big two-hander. Now it swings slower, but it hits harder. It's like, I'm going to, missing is a bad thing. But I bet you we're up to 91% on our hit chance. That's nice. So we need some more accuracy. We'll get that though. And we'll keep going. Oh, we don't have any way to hop or leap or dash yet. We'll just keep going this way. And everything's going smoothly. I think I want to hit. We're at level 4, so we're in good shape. We're ready to go. So we're just going to run through here. Ooh, these guys are interesting. See how I have to back off? If I hold down shift, I can like attack in place as well. And we're going to go with, get that back up, leather cap. Now, stuff like this, I mean, we're kind of min-maxing, but that is worth that. But it doesn't take as much space, so that we'll do it. We'll move this over here. Some gloves. No real room for them. We'll keep on going and see if anything else comes up. We'll check these. And this one. That's just a lore type thing. Anything good there? A bow, a blade? Nope. Oh, let's go take care of that guy. Driftwood wand. Oh, we could pick that up. Why not? And we're almost back to the start here. Ooh, let's open that thing up. We're in good shape. Let's see, a plate vest. Oh, it's 21 armor. Nope. Nope. And we're just going to go right back in here. Now you could go up this way and just go to it, but we don't need to. There's a, right on the other side. You could just press escape, exit, and push play again. And it brings you right back to town. So that's, if you really know that you just don't mind, just go right back to town that way. We're going to go up to Tarkley and we're going to sell this stuff off because they might give us a reward and we don't have any space for it. I'd rather just take care of it this way. So we're going to sell that. We're going to sell this. We know we're going to sell these now. We don't care about that. A bundle. Nope. Nope. That is not, I mean, it's got a little bit better armor, but this triple red is important for now. So I'm going to keep it. The shoes don't have running on them. So no. And movement speed. Nope. Okay, let's take a look over here. What are we going to get for a reward? Right here. Quicksilver flask. Interesting, it increased our movement speed, which we're moving like a snail, by 40% for 6 seconds. Don't take these. These are a little bit of a bait. We're going to be able to get these easy. These are rare to come by, hard to come by. So we're going to take it, and we're going to put it right there. Now, when I press spacebar, I get a sprint for 6 seconds, and I get 2 of those. So that's 12 seconds of sprint. Pretty cool. Next up, you're going to... Normally, you'd take this, but we don't have that anymore because that is not going to be in the game. They're removing ancestral totems, the totems. Oh, this is ancestral call support. Correction. You're going to be taking this. Now, it's a red gem, and interesting enough, we have the triple red, so that's really good for us. So let's go ahead and take it. Don't do the bleed one. Take this one. Okay, so we're going to top this up here. We're going to move it here. We're going to take this up here. Now, if you don't have it, you should have at least a red still. So what you do is just forget about this one. But in this case, I don't mind. We're going to go ahead and put it on there. Right now, it takes 7 mana. With the Ruthless support, it would take 9 mana. That's a chunk. 9 times... Yeah, that's a chunk. Not very many casts, but that's interesting. So a little bit of a concern with mana now, because we've got a 3-link pretty early here. If we didn't have that, it would be less mana pressure. Let's take a look at Vestal, see what he has. Nothing. And we're going to go like this. We have a choice. Can we buy one of these? No. Could we buy a small mana flask? Yeah, it's going to take 3 of them. It's really close. If you're really feeling mana pressure, I would go ahead and go with that. But I don't think we are. I don't have... Oh, we don't have the second ring. That got re-rolled out of it. Because there was a second ring there, but it's gone now. So... An amulet? Maybe a regen? Nope. It's magical, so we can't buy it, and it requires an orb of transmute. We don't have 7 portal scrolls to buy one of those. So, yeah, we're a little bit tough here. We could do maximum mana. We could do that. I mean, this is probably the lowest thing that I would want to buy, but you know what? Let's go ahead and buy it. That'll get our mana up. I like that. We'll take it. And it's 20 to 30, and it rolled a 28, so that's cool with me. That's... Although mana regen would increase our mana regen rate a little bit too, so we're going to go with this one. Not terrible, but that's an idea. That's a way to do it. And then we're going to sell this for another scroll. We're going to take a quick look over here. What does he go? Nothing for us yet. Purchase. And we're going to look at the boots. Just the boots. If they had increased movement speed, they don't. Sometimes they'll roll with that, but they don't. They didn't in this case. Okay.
Stay sharp out there.
Let's keep on going to the next stage now. We're going to come right over here, and we are ready because we have that Ancestral Call support. What it does is, we're going to go right in here and I'll show you. We get an attack. Let's see. Put the tab on like this. We're not going to... This is part of the Necropolis League. We're just going to enter here. And instead of having one guy, you're going to see 2 guys like appear on our sides, and they're going to auto aim at different targets for us. There's one guy. That won't do it. We need, you know, this will just be one guy. Boom, like that. But if there's an extra target, like all these targets around here, we'll take this off. Watch how many more balls that are going to go out. See that? It went here, here, here. There's a guy that popped up briefly. See that these guys, they just, you can see them pop up a little bit. They're red. So we're going to, a rustic sash. We'll take that. It'll put it on for us. Oh, that's the energy shield. Let's see if, how much our damage goes up. 31, 15%, 30. That's like a 10% increase. That's a 20. That's close. I'd rather have, for now, I'd rather have the 20 energy shield, but it's close. You could do either way. I like the energy shield. I'll take that. Oh, we'll take this. We actually need this belt for a recipe, so we're going to set it aside. You're going to need one of these rustic belts for a vendor recipe. And we're looking for the eggs now. So we'll just take these guys out. Now, if you take an egg with these Roas around, they're going to get enraged. Right now, they're not enraged, and they'll hit you pretty hard. There's lots of them. So I'm just kind of dodging them and weaving them. But if I take their egg, then they get mad. We'll fight them mad. Now, normally, people get completely crushed, stun locked, and everything. But you're not going to have to run into that issue because you've got lots of armor. Let's see what your armor at 58%. So you're cutting down their hits so that their hits are not as strong. And then because it's not as strong a hit, it doesn't stun you. And then they don't stun lock you, and then you don't die. So that's why we did it. That's why we did all that. We'll keep going. And there's going to be 3 of them, and they're kind of in a triangle type area on the map. But, you know, it's rolled differently every time, so I can't tell you exactly where they are. But we're going to get the 3 eggs. Ooh, this is an interesting guy. He hits. That guy hit really hard right there. Now, if you don't have any armor on or anything, you take that full hit from this guy and just get crushed. And if you don't have a good healing potion, it would be tough. But he drops nice stuff. All right, so he drops some nice stuff. This one right here, we're going to get 5 shards out of that. So almost a full a quarter of a transmute. Pretty cool. Nailed fist, interesting. We'll take that wisdom scroll. How full are we? Not full yet. We'll take this and that. Chest plate, 73, level 6. That we're going to save for an upgrade, to be an upgrade. Once we hit level 6, look at this. 31 armor. I'll definitely take 73 armor over that. Let's keep looking for the other eggs in the mounds. There's 2 more that we have to find. We'll just go over here. We'll open up the chest. And we're level 5 now. That's nice. We're going to actually spend that point. Let's do that right now. Why not? We're going to spend the point. And we're going to spend it right here. Perfect. Okay. And here's the extra, or the next egg. Most likely. It looks like it is. What is this? 7? 9. Nope. We'll leave that one on the ground. It's got 2 red sockets. It's close to being interesting. But no. If you needed it, if you needed the 2 red socket items, not on your weapons, that would be worth picking up. Those greaves over there. We'll pick this up. We'll set it right there for now. And there should be one. We found one here. So it should be in a triangle type. There it is. Perfect. Ooh. And this one is part of the Necropolis League. We're going to ignore that because that won't be part of the future leagues that you're playing. So cool. The next league, you're going to actually build your own city. You're going to have a auction house that's automated, or not automated. You're going to have guys that that literally will go and run end game maps for you that you can hire to do it, and they can bring back loot for you. You can have things running overnight, and then you can come back in the morning and get loot from a shipment. There's so many cool things. I really like it a lot. Now we're going to run over this way. And generally, you can kind of look at the map. I really like this, the ability to attack, because I'm attacking that way, and it was attacking the guy behind me as well. Beautiful. Oh, and I got to start using this now. I've got it on space. Generally, it's over here. There's another side area with another side quest. We're going to do that in a little bit. But here's the thing where we turn in the eggs. We'll use our sprint to sprint up to it, click that, put the eggs in there, and we're going to click right in here. And we're going to unlock the waypoint. And then we can go sell this stuff. So let's unlock the waypoint. And we're going to go back to town and sell this stuff. And we're going to make the next decision. Let's see. Do we have enough room? Yep. So we'll go turn in the quest and see what he gives us. Now this is where he gives us the Ancestral Protected Totem. That's not going to be the case anymore. They're getting rid of totems next league. So we're going to pick something else. Molten Shell, I think that won't even be there until level 14. That's going to be a change. So none of these are going to be here. So we'll pretend to pick this one and we'll just vendor it. We can't use it. I think they're still going to have Steel Skin. We're going to start leveling that up, even though I don't really feel like using it too much. It's kind of a reactionary thing. We're just going to drop it in there and start leveling it up. Eventually, we're going to automate it. So Steel Skin's in and getting leveled up. And we'll put it on, I don't know, we'll put it on E. We'll put it on E for now. Steel Skin, interesting thing. We'll take off some bleeds. We don't get any, we don't get any, it's not really worth it yet to use. So we're going to get rid of that. We'll just put it over there. You can use it, but it's a pain. You won't need to. And then we're going to sell these things off. Welcome. Just like this. Oh, and so see how we got 5 shards for selling that? Nice. Cool. And we'll keep that. Nice. And we'll just put this over here. All right, let's go see what we can get here. Now, he wants us to go clear this other little side area. So let's do that. We're going to go in here. We're going to go right back, and we're going to go back to through the mud flats. We're going to go clear that side area. And it should be, here's the way we came in, and this is where the mud flats are, and this is the submerged depths, and we're just going to run right back over here. Now, if you're playing a pro level, you're going to be way far ahead of this, but I'm just showing you how to do things easily, slowly, and showing you every step of the way. We'll pick up the iron hat. You're going to get a lot of items on this through this little area. In here, you're going to have to kill every bad guy in this zone. So usually I go to the right, and I'm looking at this map, and I'm making sure when I'm walking through here to look for everything. Sometimes those guys will run by you. See how that guy ran by me? If you don't see him come back to you, go look for him, and because sometimes he'll run by and just forget about you. You got to actually go down and kill him off. Ooh, here's a good guy. He's a rare guy. He might drop us a lot of stuff. The harder the guys, the better loot they drop. So there's a rusted spike. Interesting. Oh, we got another level, so we can actually use that armor now. It's available to us. We're going to use a mana potion there. We're just knocking these guys down. Perfect. We'll take that. We'll take the mitts. Those are only 4. This is only 3. We'll take that. We'll drop the mitts. We'll take this and this one. Okay. So, this one-handed, it's unlikely that it's going to be better than ours being a two-hander. It's close. I might, you know, in a different, you might end up IDing that, but we're just going to vendor it. I'm cool with that. Cool with vendoring all this stuff. Nice. We'll keep going. Oh, let's go peek around this corner. There might be some guys over here. We're going to improve these. Oh, look at that. Where did these guys come from? So we're going to go take a look at them. We're going to open up this chest. Nice. We got our wisdom scroll. We'll peek in here. Is this a little dead end area? I hope so. That is kind of nice if it is. Nice. Otherwise, I would have had to run back and find these. We'll use our sprint potion more often. We got to start using those and getting used to using the sprint potion. See that thing hovering around us? That tells us that our sprint potion is active. Notice that we just dropped this thing that has the green around it. That's worth a chromatic orb to the vendor. It's red, green, blue. I don't usually use the blue socket early on, so we're good with just vendoring this. And that's why it had the green outline on it from the item filter default. We need this armor scrap. That's actually really valuable as well for what we're going to be doing. And these change in the next league as well. And some greaves. It's red compared to ours. The blue one, you know what? We'll just stick it in there. I'll take one less armor just because I have a red. Nice. We'll keep going. And let's see if we find anything interesting. There's a boss over here too. And in the next league, when you're spending your points, you're going to actually be getting gold off the ground, which is a big change in this game as well. And the gold is going to be used to respec and cancel your points out. So let's say you went here and you didn't want it. And you're like, oh, refund the point. You just spend some gold and it undoes what you did. So you can try things and then just spend gold to undo it. And you get gold from killing creatures. But that's what I'm going to spend next. It actually gives us some regen on our life now. Right now we have none. And now if I apply that, look at that. Now we're regenning without using our healing potion. Beautiful. And we also get strength and it lowers their stun threshold. So we can stun things more easily. Let's keep going. Making sure not to miss any. Oh, here's a fight. Oh, looks like those guys run. Now, what you really want to do on this fight is focus on her. She's a summoner, and she'll keep summoning and summoning things. So you just focus on her and get her down, because otherwise, you'll be. And she has a mana shield around her, energy shield that regens. There we go. Got her down. Oh, we got an iron ring, and it's magic too. We got a bunch of things here. We'll take the magic things first. And let's take a look at this magic ring. We'd be giving up a chunk of mana, or we could replace it with this one. Right now I can't wear it because it's not identified, so let's identify it. And what do we get here? 1 to 4, then we get some strength and some evasion, so it's completely better than what we have because that's just regular. We'll keep that, and we might improve that one. The next thing we can do is put this here, and we're going to save that. Now here's the thing. 3, 1, 2, 3 for 1. So once we get back to town, we're going to get 3 for 1 and get the next improved one. And that's a big improvement too. Let's keep going. Ooh, we got a whetstone. Now, here's the neat thing. In the next league, 3.25, this whetstone, we could actually use it on this weapon. And it would give it 20% quality, which is a 20% more. It's actually might be used right now. It only do 1% on there, so it's not worth it to use it on there to improve the quality of the weapon. But the next league, it might be worth it to use it. But even now, there's a recipe that we're gonna possibly use to make a nice physical weapon. So I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep a couple of these. There's reasons to keep these. So we'll keep going. Pretty interesting items though. In the next league, I would probably just use it to improve the quality of the weapon that I have, and it adds a more multiplier to the damage right off the bat. So really, I would use it. But we'll keep going and see what we get. And also, you won't be able to buy baubles, which are these quality things that improve the quality of your flasks. You won't be able to buy them from the vendor. So they're going to be more valuable with the recipes where you get baubles from the vendor that way. Maybe they'll drop more, I don't know. Oh, looks like we got another, we're going to have to move this over here. A little bit of Tetris. And this one, we want that because it's worth a chromatic orb. And we got a whole transmute. That would be like, what was it? It was 5 of the, or it would be 4. This right here is worth 4 of these identified and sold, sold and identified, not unidentified. You just vendor them. It's worth 4 of whatever these rare items are, because now we got to transmute. That's huge. And we actually need to save that because we're going to be probably buying a gem with it. So let's keep looking for creatures. Oh, there's somewhere over here. And usually when I'm talking, I usually miss one of these creatures. We'll find out, though. It'll tell you how many are remaining. You could do a / remaining and find out that way as well. Look at that guy running by us. He's trying to be tricky. And it looks like I'm going to chuck this on the ground. Put this over here and pick up this instead. Oh, look how that's tight. Okay. We should be getting close to the remaining ones. Or, very few remaining. Let's see. Usually when you get really close, it'll start pop. Oh, look at this. I'll take the map off so you can see better. Let's see. It should start popping up and selling over on the left there. There, 4 monsters remaining. Oh, no, a gold shield. Anything, just, yeah, we'll start dumping the regular white items. There we go. This we want. That we want. Oh, gosh. I want that as well. Oh, I don't want that then. And we should probably fight this guy and another gnarled one. There's quite a bit here. Oh, there we go. We got the last one and got the kill, and we're lots of stuff happens. Oh, we can go like this because we're level 6 now. We could drop that on the ground because that's not worth much. Then we could pick up this and that. Nice. Now I think, we'll open up this chest just in case. Good, good. Oh, we have just 1 point to spend. And we're in good shape. We can just use the escape, exit, and go right back to town. Let's vendor this stuff off and see what we can do. First off, we'll spend that point, and oddly enough, I'm going for this non-Val strike thing. What else is it going to give us? Oh, the knockback. I don't like that. So far, we're going right down here. Let's reevaluate. We'll do the vendor first. Let's do the vendor. We're going to sell the items. Oh, that gets us a chromatic. I'll hover over this. It reforges the colors of a sockets on an item. So let's say this is red, red, red. If I were to right click on it and it's empty, I could reforge the socket colors. So I might end up with red, red, blue. And this is a strength-based item, so it's going to lean more towards red. If it was a dexterity-based item, it would lean more towards green sockets. And then if it was an int-based item, it would lean more towards blue items as you re-roll the number of sockets. But even on a strength-based item, you could technically roll 1 chromatic and get 3 blues, but it's just really unlikely. So let's vendor all this stuff off. I don't want the shield. I don't want this or this. Here's a one-hander. I don't want to switch to those. I don't mind using 2-handers. There we go. We'll sell that as well. And that, and that, and that. Cool. Let's see what we have here now. 3 of these. That's quite a bit. And we'll put it this away, this away. And when you buy things, it'll let you buy things from the vendor. It'll take it right out of here for you. This, we're almost up to the point where we could do the 3 for 1 recipe. So let's do that. We'll set this here. This is going to be for a recipe. And so is this. And then we'll set this one here and that one there. Let's go take a look and we'll turn in the quest. And he gives us, for killing everything in that area, you get a Book of Regret. Now, I don't know what the reward is going to be in the future there, because the regret points aren't going to be a thing, because your passive skill points aren't done this way anymore. So now we have a refund passive, but they're not going to be done that way anymore. They're going to be using gold to redo it. So I don't know what the reward is going to be for that quest. We got 2 respec points, but that's interesting, but oh well. Let's see if he's got anything cool. Specifically, I'm looking for red green axe. That's interesting. And it's 1220. But it's not. That's probably really close, but it's a no-go. Close, but no-go. And maybe like a red green armor. Let's see. No. What about shoes? Running shoes? Nope. No running shoes. Nope. And nothing over here. Nope. Okay.
Farewell.
Let's go and do this recipe. We're going to sell, oddly enough, these 3. We're going to get only 1 large flask back, but that's okay. Look at that, 250. Get 3 uses out of it still. It requires level 6. And it's 250 over what time? 3.5 seconds. And then we'll just put, can I purchase 1 more of these? I could. I'll purchase 1 of these, because this would cost 3 scrolls for this one. But if I purchase just 1 of these, and then we'll sell that, and then we have this one now. So we have a medium, and then we have the large. Cool. And let's see what else we can buy. We got a life ring. Very nice. Now, what is it going to replace? The mana? Ooh, that's scary. This is probably more important to me than the life ring right now. This is a real toss-up right here. It's really close. I know I'm going into a really rough area to fight, though. I think I'm going to go with this. It's a perfectly rolled coral ring. I'm going to do this. I'm going to use the coral ring. I'm going to buy that. I think I can get we could do an intelligence one. That would be, it's a transmute. That's a little expensive. What about, we don't have any other amulets. So that's a no-go on that, but I'm going to use this instead, and I'm going to do one extra thing to it, just for fun. We're going to spend one of these transmutes that's a little expensive. We're going to make this ring a magic ring. Here's the transmute, and we're going to make it a magic. Ooh, we got 8 strength and physical damage. Pretty cool. I mean, this is 1 to 4, so this is like a half an iron ring plus magic. Pretty cool. Let's take a look. We might actually go a little bit of a different route now. 31. If I were to replace this with this, that's probably worth it. That way I still have the mana, and I have more health. And how much more health are we getting? 185 to 213. I think I'm going to go that way. I like it. Sounds good to me. In this playthrough, a bunch of things are going to change with this board in a week. So it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same skill. It's not going to. I'm not going to spend the points the same coming up. Like right now, I'd maybe go for something like this, where we get regenerate 50 life per second. That's pretty huge. Makes life easy. Well, that's not going to be there anymore. That's getting moved, and there's going to be new things. Things changed in this next league. So I'm trying to think what would make things easy for now. Just generic things that aren't changing, and I know that this isn't changing. So you know what? I think I'm going to make life easy on us, and we're just going to take the easy way. So we're just going to take this one, and the next one we're going to take right here. This is going to make life easy as well. So that's fine with me. Cool. We're going to go that route. And we're going to pass on this as well. We're going to go here, and then I'll probably take this as well. Nice. We get a little more movement speed and more accuracy. Cool. So this is a generic playthrough, and a playthrough that would work regardless of the league, because those skill points are pretty... They've been that way for years, so they're not really moving around too much. So let's take a look. We're going to go back into the Submerged Passage. And the whole idea is to be able to make this playthrough as easy as possible for you guys. Nice. And it's going to be this way, it looks like. So let's go find the submerged passage. We're going to find some stairs and a submerged passage. Now these guys are going to hit pretty hard. Let's see if I can turn the sound up on this a bit. The sound effects. Let's see if that turns it up a little bit. Let's see if we can hear it. Well, that's pretty loud. I hope it's not too loud. It doesn't look too loud, but there we go. We'll take these greaves. Notice how we've been spending lots and lots of wisdom scrolls. We're almost to the point where we're good on the items, but not quite there. We'll turn that back down a little bit. We're living here. Look at that. Not bad. We'll use our new health potion. Very cool. We only have this little mana potion too. Oh boy. We'll see if we can improve that before we get into some serious fights. We'll improve these. Nice. And we'll keep looking around. We're going to be fighting things. I don't mind if I get to the next level before the next fight as well. It would be actually a good thing. A very good thing if I was level 8 before the next fight. Okay. So I don't mind fighting extra stuff, and we will be. We're going to use that extra mana potion. Let's see if this is the way. Oh, it is. It looks like it is. And we're looking for the submerged passage, and then there's some stairs. There's the stairs. This is the way forward. The stairs are right to my right there. I just wanted to take these guys out real quick. So no more totem. Normally I would drop a totem down on the... Ooh, we got a mana flask. Very nice. Now when we pick it up, it's not going to be full, but that is a nice thing. We're going to put it... Oh, we can't even put it here. Oh, it's unidentified too, so it's a magical mana flask. Interesting. Plate... Ooh, oh, that's an interest. It's a triple red. Now it's only armor 21 versus 73, so it's something that we just hang on to for right now. This we're going to vendor. That we're going to vendor. And we'll keep going. These are the stairs that lead to the forward way. We could... It wouldn't be bad if we just go ahead and pop up this way a little bit. But the submerged passage is going to be back this way. So let's go take care of that first, and then we'll go on. That was a shrine up there that gives you a buff as well. It's going to be down this way, I suspect. We'll leave the glass shank there. But I need some wisdom scrolls. We need wisdom scrolls to ID things, so we definitely need wisdom scrolls. I need one right now just to be able to ID that. Okay. Let's keep going. Is there a little cut through? Nope. I don't think it's going to be this way. This looks like a dead end, but maybe not. Maybe not. These guys will freeze you as well. There's a lot of cold attacks in here. But we're doing okay. Ooh, these guys should drop some interesting things. Very nice. But again, we need to identify it. That's our paw. This is actually a good, an interesting drop because it helps with our regen rate, but then it also does a lot more things. This is our first rare item, except for that one. Ooh, a large mana flask. Oh, and that's just a regular large mana flask. So we could put this here and there, and it's it's empty at first, but cool. And an 80. Oh my gosh, we need some wisdom scrolls so bad, guys. Gauntlets, boots, even those. We're gonna pick up all that stuff. And here's the submerged passage. Oh, good old Steve. He actually made it into the next. His name actually made it into the next league as well. Come on, let's click the thing without clicking that. And we're going to go find the boss down here. There's also an interesting reward down here as well. There's a few different rewards, so it's definitely worth it. Come on. Let's go find them. We're just going to fight our way. Looks like maybe a dead end toward... I'll use shift space now with the second mana flask. Let's see if I'll use my... I gotta start using that sprint thing. Usually I have it automated, so I forget to use it. Right now we can't automate it because we're too low level. And they don't have them on the trade market. During a league start they wouldn't have one. But they're really nice to have. Automated. Ooh, would love one. I don't know if you can use automated at level 4. Maybe you can. Ooh, we got another level. Nice. And we're going to spend it on an easy thing. Okay. Let's spend that next point. We're at 236. We're going to spend it right here to make life easy. Sounds good to me. 288 now. Ooh-wee. Wisdom scroll, we need that. And we're going to use it right away, actually. Because I want to identify that magical amulet that we got. Ugh, come on. Nice. We're going to use it on... Oh, it'd be tempted to use it on this, too. We'll use it on... because space-wise, the amulet or that, I'm going to use it on this just to get rid of some of the space here. 12 more armor. Let's see what it puts us at. Defense, 118.63. 67. We'll drop that on the ground because we don't need it. We'll keep going. It looks like the guy should be right over here. Oh, I always think that guy's that guy's not attackable. There it is. Now he's frozen inside some essence. This guy's what we're after. So he's going to drop. This guy's going to drop a whispering essence of woe, and it's a pretty cool fight. So we're going to click him 3 times, and I could even use my steel skin there, and I could even use it again. That'll it just saves us some. It's a shield, and we'll do that and that. We'll keep on fighting this guy. Just bite him right to his face, which is cool. Put up the steel skin again. He's kind of a tough guy. We'll use our other healing potion. We'll use our new mana potion. And he's almost done. And there's the Whispering Woe. Cool. Let's pick that up. Let's take a look at that item. It upgrades a normal item. So this is a normal item to a rare item. Interesting. Normally, I want to say, oh, it's two-handed weapon with spell damage. Well, that's actually not that good. I wouldn't want to add spell damage to my two-handed weapon, so that's probably a no-go on that. And the rest of the things, it would add energy shield. So this one's not that good to save. If it did something to my weapon, I would save it and use it when I found a better tier normal two-handed weapon somewhere, and then I would use that on there to get another rare item. Right now, that's not the case. That's magic. I can't use it on there. We could use it on the helm. Let's see if we have to take the things out. I don't think we do. Let's use it on the helm. And what do we get? Some energy shield. Regen 1.3 per second. That's something. A little fire resistance. Not really that good. But oh well. It's something. And then can we pick up anything else? Sure. Armor 33. No, that's way better armor. And the tunic 65. That's interesting. And some energy field. No, this is fine. We'll leave this stuff here. Maybe a hatchet goes there. And we're in good shape. We're just going to go back to town this way. That's okay. And let's sell this stuff off and continue on to the next area. We're going to sell this off right here. You can press Control Shift. Let's see if she does. Yep, Control Shift. Control left click will bring this up so we can just sell this stuff. And we're going to sell all this, I think. Yep, we don't need any of this. Nope, on that and that. What that did was it gave us one scroll, and we're going to use it on this. Beautiful. Okay. This one adds damage, life, mana, resists, strength, and mana regen. That's a lot. Now we're up to 311. We got more mana, too. Everything's cool. And we're still missing this thing. Is there any way we could do it with if we sold this? Let's just sell this off. That way we can at least identify this other one. We'll get one more scroll fragment, and then we can use that on this one. What does this do? 2.5 second increased recovery rate, and if we get shocked, it'll remove the shocked debuff on us. So that's cool with me. And we're going to put all this other stuff back in here. We're going to save that for a 3-for-1 recipe. We're going to click that over there, and sure enough, now we have 2 of these. Could we use one of them? I'm going to save the 2. I mean, we could take that and turn it into something, or you know what? Let's use one of them. Let's use one of our transmutant and hope we get lucky and hit the movement speed. We didn't. You get 1 or 2 prefixes. That's a suffix, and you could get 1 suffix and 1 prefix. In this case, we rolled it and we only got 1 suffix, which is 7% to fire, which isn't terrible. It's something. Nice. We'll put that right there, and we're good to go. Oh, tar clay. We got to turn that quest in.
Managed to kill a...
And oh, he gives us a book of skill. Let's see what he gives us for that. If we right click it, 1 passive point. We'll spend that, and we're going to spend it right here. That gives us a little more accuracy, because our accuracy has been pretty bad right now. We're going to click that. We get a little more accuracy, and then the next point we're going to spend right there to get our accuracy up to 100%. That'll help with our damage too. Nice. So let's go over here, and we're going to go right back into the submerged passage. We're level 8. Not bad. Oh, and it didn't despawn this area, so we know that we're going to run right for these stairs now. So let's just run over there. We'll use our sprint potion. We'll use it twice. There's the little thing that's floating around us that indicates our sprint potion is active. We'll do it again so we can sprint even faster. And we're going to be able to automate all this stuff in the future. Oh boy. Oh, come on. See, these things will freeze you really quick, and it's pretty bad. Let's see if we can... Oh, we have the shrine effect now on us. We click that shrine, and it... Let's see what it does. Oh, we've got a Frost Nova, so we freeze them now. Nice. And we got an armor scrap. Oh, we got a big maul. That's a 2-hander too. But we don't have the, what do you call it? A wisdom scroll to be able to figure out what it is. So we'll pick up that and that. We need these wisdom scrolls so bad. Plate armor. Ugh. And then these things are going to be transmute shards. Okay. Let's keep going. Oh, and here's another one. Now, this is important. Hopefully we get... Ooh, Essence of Greed. Okay. I think that's a better weapon essence that'll drop out of this. So you have to click it 3 times. Are we ready? Let's take care of these guys just in case. These fights can get crazy. But this one's not going to be too bad, right? There we go. Perfect. Just taking a look at all the different things. Just right-clicking on this guy. Okay, let's see what we get. We got the Essence of Greed. Oh, we got a Scroll of Wisdom. Perfect. Probably use it on this thing. We'll see. Essence. Nice. We got a Stone Axe. That's another 2-hander that we could possibly land it on. I'd rather have the Stone Axe than the stun duration thing. Ooh, that we won't... I mean, we need it just to vendor it, but there we go. I'm going to use it on this one. Ooh, red, green. That's actually good, except, you know, it's on our weapon. That's kind of not good. 12 to 20. This is going to be better than this one, but it drops our accuracy. Interesting. Okay. Fire damage. Attack speed is great. Some of that. Let's take a look at what we get here. Our accuracy is going to drop, but with 39, I think it's going to go up. 41. I don't mind it because we're going to get some more accuracy in a little bit, so that'll go back up. So that one gets to the... That's going to get vendored now. There's a chance that this could be better, but I don't want the stun duration one, so I'm going to end up vendoring this. And what about the... here we go. Physical damage leached his life. That's not so bad. So if we use it on a weapon, nice. So if I find another better tier weapon, this is requires item level 4. It's an item level 7 weapon. This was an item level 5. If we find a higher item level 2-hander, I'll be using this on it to turn it into a rare item. So away we go. Let's go. It should be right up here. And we're looking for the Brutus fight. Let's go do that one. Now, usually I'd have a totem for this fight, but because I'm trying to play it like the next league, we won't have a totem. We'll be doing more damage, a little more damage than normal, but pretty rough. Ooh, red, red, green. This might actually be worth it to me to pick up. I like this. So let's go like that. To me, this is worth it. And we'll just put this one over here for now. Red, red, green is something I want to use instead of red, red, red. But we'll get there. And we're going to go right up here, and we're going to go to the ledge. This one is a straightforward kind of shot. It's just a linear path to follow, so easy stuff. We'll be fighting everything and taking, because as you can see, we need stuff. Now, we could vendor this for one of those for 4 wisdom scrolls. We might actually do it. I do need an armor scrap for a recipe that I'm going to be doing, but we might be doing it. We might sell one of those just because I need wisdom scrolls. And we'll fight all these guys, and we'll keep going. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, the waypoint should be right up here. Do I have space for that? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't look like it. I could drop that. Pick up that. That'd be worth it to me, I guess. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, I don't even have it. I'm so used to using my totem, I don't have it. So that's what we'll be dealing with. Come on. Just trying to get as many things. Here's the waypoint. And here's a little bit of a trick. When you come back to this waypoint, it actually points the way forward. If you look really close, we're going to scroll in with the scroll wheel. And you see those 3 rocks right there? Let's see. I'll show you them right now. Perfect timing. I'll get out of the way of those. See these rocks? Stacked up like people stack them? That's the way forward. So we're going to click this, and we're going to go sell these things. Let's find out what we got. Got a bunch of stuff here. We're going to sell this. Control left click. We'll sell that. We'll sell this and this and this. We don't need that. Nope. Red, red, green is more valuable. There's no way. I'm gonna vendor that. And we're in good shape. Good. I could sell one of these. Hold down shift, and then that'll separate it. Shift, they had that scroll. So, I'm sending only one of them. And it looks like I only got two out of it. That's okay.
Goodbye.
Oh, not the guild stash. This one. Perfect. Oh, we already have 2. I'll put one back over here. Shift. And there. And we'll sell the other one.
Hello.
Yep, you get 2. I think it's 4 for a Blackstone, but we need the Blackstone one. All right, and we need a little more accuracy, so we're going to pick this. Let's see what that does to our accuracy now. 85%, and dexterity, intelligence, those are all good things. We need those as well. 47, we get to 100 now, and 47. Beautiful. We'll figure out what we're going to spend next. Okay, we're level 9. We're in the ledge, and here we go. Let's do it. We're going to just continue on here, fight a few things, and I'll see you in a bit. And we're going to fight this guy off. He's an interesting boss. I'll not stand in the electric part. That's going to zap me. And I'll even use my healing potions. I can even use that. Well, let's see if I'll stand in it. Not too bad. We got an iron ring, a large hat. Okay. Anything else? Some boots. Oh, we got the space to pick that up. Chest plate 68. Not bad, but nah. We'll upgrade this and the steel skin gem, open up the chest, and get an armor scrap. Beautiful. Now the pros, they're going to be skipping all of this because as you go through the areas, they're just flying through the areas. They know this. They're not fighting any of these guys. That's the pro move, I guess. But this is for new players. They're going to have a hard time. You're going to, in the Roas, in the mud flats back there, you can get stun locked and get frustrated and get killed. But if you're going along with me, you're not going to get killed. You're going to have a great time. You're going to have plenty of stuff. You're going to have interesting items. And it's going to take you longer to get to the end game, but you're going to understand more about the game that way. Otherwise, you're just flying along and there's no real rhyme or reason to what you're doing. So I'm trying to explain everything in detail. Ooh, a 24. So we'd have a choice. Do we want more life or do we want more mana? 148 mana versus 120, and we have 352 life. I think I'll go with that. I've got enough life. 324. I'm cool with that for now. Let's keep going. And this one, the climb is, this isn't like a ledge. There should be a waypoint right over here as well. Let's see if we can find it, because then we can go back and take care of that. Oops. And we'll even take those boots, because we're going to have a waypoint right here in a second. Yeesh, these guys are hitting me hard. But the pro speedrunners, and they take under 5 hours to get through the campaign. So they're in the maps by the 5th hour. With leveling gear, I can do it now in 5 hours, 5 to 6. But yeah, this is going to be a lot longer because we're explaining things as we go. Cool. Here comes an essence thing, so we definitely want to do that. And they're adding more to the campaign as well in the next league. Plus, you're gonna have cities to build. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff you're gonna be doing during the campaign as well. So let's. Oh, I don't want to open that quite yet. Let's take out. Oh, looks like there's. Oh, I thought it was rare guys. These are just regular guys. Oh, they're hitting hard though. Look at all these guys. Oh my gosh. Oof, they're hitting hard. Yeah, I just want to take these guys out. I don't want to let them do pot shots at me. But it's lots of stuff. We're getting plenty of EXP. We're about to be level 10. Oh boy. And we'll open it up. Oh, we should have healed before we opened it, but oh well. Oh my god, they hit hard. I'd like 2 good potions, but oh well. 2 good health potions. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're hitting us with oh my gosh, this is a serious thing here. Look at that guy. Oh boy. Yeah, this is a serious fight, guys. I'm going to take these guys' helpers out. Oh, we got a level perfectly at the right time there. Oh boy. Look at that. I'm almost dead just from that. These guys hit hard. Oh, and he got a paw ring, which is a... oh, look at this. Here's our regular ring. This is better right off the bat. Let's identify that. What do we get? Increased cast speed? Nah. Evasion? No. Some life and some regen too. I'll take it. Nice. It's better than what we had. And what else is on the ground here? Another, this one adds cold damage versus just a physical attack damage leached as life. Okay, for a weapon. I'm looking at the weapon thing. If we use it on a weapon, it would do that. Interesting. We're going to save these for the next act. And then we're going to turn this in for a chromatic. And can I drop... I could probably drop that. Move this over here. The quiver, we'll pick that up. We'll keep going. It should be right around here. Let's see. The waypoint. I'll find it. 1 second. And of course, it's right here. Let's get that and we'll go back to town. I saw a little shrine over there. That's interesting as well. Open this up, and where is it? Oh, of course, it's around the other side. And I'll see you in town. And we're just going to sell these items like this. It's not better. It's armor, but, you know, we've got better armor on that. Ooh, we got a 250 here, so that can replace that one. Cool. And this one will vendor as well. And we'll even vendor that. I don't think we'll use that for a recipe. Okay. And we'll sell half of this one. Nice. So we get 2. Nice. We're going to use 1. Now we have 9 wisdom scrolls. Very cool. The paw ring, I think we can go without that one. We can vendor that one as well. And reduced amount recovered, but instant recovery. So this is like a panic flask. Like if we're really low, it reduces the amount, but it's instant. That's kind of interesting. It's tough, but we'll use it. We'll throw it on there. And we'll put this over. If we don't need 2 mana flasks, which we really haven't, we might put this, this might be like shift space might be our panic heal. We'll see in a second. But that's an interesting thing. It's a different kind of flask. And we'll sell this. And we'll go back over here. And go like this. Next up, we'll spend the next point. There's really 3 things you could do. And you could just go this way for the next 2 points and grab increased attack speed, some more strength, physical damage and then get some more life protection. And maybe you could go this way and get more accuracy if you need a little more accuracy. Let's check our accuracy real quick. 98, we're almost at 100. That's close enough for me for now. You could go that way. We could go down here and start to get into this and some more mana regen, so we take pressure off our mana. Wouldn't be a terrible way to go. Or we could just do the most simple thing and start protecting ourselves from fire, electricity, shock, and cold. And that's these 2 points here. This one and this one take 20% of all damage. It just reduces the elemental damage. I'm trying to make this easy and as generic a build as possible because it's going to change in the next league. So there's some choices for you. I mean, you could go that way, and we will eventually, but and take that. And we will eventually take some of this stuff over here and go down in here and all over. But for now, I'm going to make it simple for you. We're just going to take this one right next. So that's going to reduce our physical damage, or our elemental damage here, and this is a big one. Okay. So let's take a look in here. We're good there. We'll put this here for now. It'll carry it with us. And then these 2 items we're going to set up here. That's going to be used for a weapon upgrade. Nice. I think for the next episode, we're going to do the next, our first real boss fight. And there's actually going to be 2 boss fights. We're going to enter the next act, and we're going to spend our next points as well. But we're in good shape for that. I just really want to go into detail and explain everything as well as I can. So we've got mana regen. We're trying to take care of this. We've got enough health. We've got a little bit of an energy shield here, which is kind of nice. We're building up our wisdom scrolls. We've got a decent weapon. Not great, but not bad. If we take a look at our character sheet, this is low, 47. We should maybe get this up to 60 or 70 would be nicer, but we'll get there. And we're doing this is basically a generic build for Cyclone of Tumult. Now, I said Cyclone Juggernaut, and you're thinking, well, why am I using Molten Strike? Cyclone, we don't get that until level 28, and then we unlock it. We might not even use it until level 50. I think most likely 51 is when we'll start using it. There's a specific weapon that we can use it with, but we'll see. We might use it at 28, 30-ish, but most likely Molten Strike's going to get us there, and then we're going to use Cyclone of Tumult, and it's going to be spinning and just destruction and lots of fun. So for now, this is what we're going to do, and have a good one, guys. I'll see you in the next episode. I have a blast with this game, and this is why I'm just trying to help people out and have fun at it. This next league is amazing. It really, really is, and I'm looking forward to it. So this is just what I'm going to do until the next league. And that way I'll have a good idea-ish if I want to do Cyclone Juggernaut. I've done it before, and the speed is going to be the biggest issue. So if I can tackle the speed issue, we're going to be tanky, we're going to do tons of damage, and we're still going to be able to move fast enough. So I'm cool with that. Have a good one. See you in the next episode. Cool.